Ma'am is trying to drink from the water bottle, even though I just poured it over here in the cup that I showed you the other day. Like, she watched me pour the water into the cup over there, and she's still, like, trying to sniff the bottle. I'm like, you can't get it out of there. You can just, it's the tiny, tiny little amount. Like, you can't get it out of there. Here on Saturday, I almost said April, October 19th. Yes, 19th. Oh, so Mom is not on her way yet, even though it's 11:15, and I was expecting her to be here at 11, because she was asking about the amounts on my medical bills, to see if there was anything she could do to help me out with them. And I was supposed to do that when I got home from my movie last night, but I did my question of the day, and then passed out for a while. I was awake this morning to watch my spooky shows, Grotesquerie and Agatha All Along, but that was, well, actually, during both of them, I was kind of dozing off a bit. So I had to, like, keep going back. I'm like, what did I miss? And then after Agatha was over, so was I. So yeah, I did not get Mom that information that I was supposed to. So she might have been planning on being down here by 11 o'clock, but I screwed it up because I overslept. I think I woke up at a little after 10, maybe. I was awake at some other point, but I didn't get up. Oh, I was awake at 9 when my alarm went off to take my Eliquis, but then I just kind of, like, curled back up, or however you do it on a couch, I don't know, huddled back up. I kind of went like this, my eyes closed, and I was out again. So, yes, I woke up a little later, kind of got up, got the, I don't know if you can hear it, I assume you can hear it, the dishwasher. I got the dishwasher going, so at least that's taken care of, because I had that container from Mom that needed to be washed, and now it shall be. But yes, I passed TF Madison out. So, not sure that I won't do it again. But Mom is, I did send Mom the amount she was looking for, because she went last time she was here, she went through all my bills and wrote the amount on the outside of them, how much they were, and apparently stacked them from, like, lowest to, you know, the most amount. So she was asking the amounts on the outside of the envelope. So I did get those sent to her, and now she's looking over her finances and taking a shower, so I don't know when she's actually going to be on her way, but I figured I could do the question while we wait, which is, how has your year been so far? So far, I would think that would be something that maybe they would ask me halfway through, instead of when the book's almost done. Getting closer to the book being done here. How has my year been so far? It's pretty much like every other year, pretty much. You know, there's been highs, there's been lows, there's been a lot of clocking in and clocking out, and working and paying bills, and the usual not curmudgeonry, something, this humdingery of life. No, not usually humdinger is a good thing, right? That's a humdinger, you know. People sound excited when there's a humdinger. So, I mean, that's not what I meant. The life's just life, man. You know what I mean? It's like, you go to work, you come home, you do it all over again the next day. So, that's on and on until, you know, hopefully you retire, you know. At least then, I mean, your days are going to be, once you retire, of course a lot of people retire with money, must be nice. I'm trying. I am donating to a 401k, so, I mean, at least I'll have that, you know, when I'm out. You know, I mean, they spend their time traveling, and, you know, I don't think I'm going to be one of those old people, assuming I make it that far. We'll get there in a minute. You know, like, I don't know, like, I mean, if Sean and Mary Lee want to go on adventures, when we're all, you know, old and retired and have nothing better to do, it's like, oh, let's go on an adventure. Yeah. So, we can take extra days if we have the extra money, you know. Like, to, you know, if there's stuff we want to do, but we're old and we don't move as fast as we used to, it's like, maybe we'll get a hover round. You know, maybe we'll be those old people. You know. But I don't know. I just don't see myself. I basically see when I retire, I'll just never leave the house. Like, I'll just wake up whenever I want to wake up and watch TV and go back to bed and do it all over again the next day. But at least, I guess, I won't have to wake up to an alarm clock. I won't have to, you know, go work for the man or whatever, you know. So that, I mean, that's, in that way it sounds better, I guess. In some ways maybe it sounds like it might get a little boring, just having all of that free time for nothing. You know, maybe just go down to like super part-time or something and work like a couple days a week, you know, and just have the rest of the week free for me. Like, that sounds all right. I could do it. But then they would like probably put me in like the door greeter position or something. It's like, I don't know if I want to do that either. Like, it's a lot of dealing with people. It's like, ew. Especially if you have some, you know, like initiative that the company wants to do, like checking people's receipts before they leave, you know, because some people, they're like, oh, here's my receipt if you want to see it, and other people are like, go fuck yourself, you know. Like, I watched one morning in the store, like, some guy, like, Thelma's our lady at the door, you know, she's a very sweet lady, and at least from my interactions with her, I don't know, but some guy some morning, like, I can't remember exactly what he said to her, but he basically just chucked his receipt at her and walked out the door, like, because she tried to stop him to check his receipt, and he's, I can't remember what he said, but I'm like, I hope you get hit by a car somewhere, like, in the parking lot. I hope justice is swift. You know what I mean? Because, like, you don't have to fucking be like that. Like, it's not her fault. She works for the company that decided this was a thing. This is a whole nother side box, sorry. But it's like, you don't have to fucking treat people like that just because they're doing their fucking job. You know? Like, it's not her fault that the company, you know, but there again, shoot the messenger, basically. Like, it's not her fucking fault that she didn't want to ask you for your receipt, you know? Just want to, like, I mean, I don't know if maybe she does, I don't know. But it's like, just stand there, say hi to people, and, you know, whatever, blah, or, you know, have a good day, whatever, blah, blah, blah. She's not standing there for fucking abuse from people who, you know, don't like an initiative that the company put in place that this employee has no fucking control over. They'd probably rather not talk to your fucking rude fucking ass either. Fuck off. So that would be the position I would be in, getting receipts thrown in my face if I asked for, you know, whatever. Like, I don't think I'd want to do that either. I'll just retire. I'll just not do anything. I don't want to deal with people. That's why I work overnights in the first fucking place. At least in Parks and Rec, we don't usually have to deal with people. If we're dealing with people, it's usually homeless people because they're in the park. But, So I don't know. I don't see myself being uh, like a traveling old person. You know, even when I have the free time, I see myself just kind of like sitting here like a bump on a log. At least for a while. Maybe then I'll go get a hobby, like join one of the old people groups or something around here. But then I'd have to deal with people. I have to deal with strangers. Like I was just saying yesterday with the whole, like the reality show thing. Like I don't want to be lumped in a, like I hate that shit. Like when you go to like, even like in class, like going to college, like you're thrown in this project with these other fucking people that you don't necessarily fucking know, and you're just like, like, I don't want to do it. So it's like you go on these little trips, I guess you don't have to be social. You can just go on the trip and enjoy it yourself and, like, never talk to anyone. Because there's some kind of thing around here where they like, get a bus and they take people, like, at one point I think they went to Dollywood or something. Like, they go on smaller trips, like, they go to go to like some performance in the city or something, and then they come, maybe they have dinner before or after or whatever, and then they go to the play or whatever it is, and then they come home. So it's like they do day trips, but then they do like the longer vacation-y sort of trips too, to maybe get involved in that. I don't know. But yes, so my year is a lot of endless normality, I guess, more than anything. I just feel like, I mean, I don't have kids or a significant other or anything, so it's like I don't really have a family to deal with once I get home, but it's like, I mean, that helps you mix it up a little bit more, because, maybe, one of your kids has soccer practice and the other one, is in the choir or something, so I mean, I guess that gives you something to do. That distracts you from the monotony of, like, life in general. But for the most part, it's been go to work, pay bills, the same fucking bullshit that it was the last I don't know how many fucking years of my life. But to say that, other than that, there's been highs, there's been lows, like blood clots in my lungs. That was new. I was hoping to not really have to deal with any, like, I understand. I'm over 40 now. Aches, pains, I understand, like, your body just starts not wanting to work the same way that it used to. I've had an elbow for, like, the last 2 weeks. I don't know what I did to it, but it's like, it gets a little bit stiff, or it, like I can not move it as easily as I did before, because it's just kind of a little bit of pain in my elbow here. So yeah, that's taking a minute to heal. I don't know if the Eliquis is helping anything, but yeah, now I'm on Eliquis. I'm on a fucking blood thinner. Like I was hoping to maybe have at least another, like, 10-ish years before I was dealing with, like, major health issues. But I'm dealing with it at 44 instead, so yay, go me. But there again, I mean, maybe I just stay on the Eliquis for the rest of my life and never have to worry about it again. I don't know. But I mean, that's annoying enough in its own right, because then it's like I have to wake up twice a day. If I'm trying to sleep like I was this morning and my alarm goes off, hey, it's time to take your Eliquis. God damn it. Yeah, like, I hate, like, I'm still going to have to wake up to an alarm even when I'm retired if I'm still on the Eliquis. It's like, can't you give me, like, a strong enough pill that I only have to take it once a day instead of twice a day? Like, that would be so much better. So much better. But maybe they're just doing that for now to make sure that it, I'm supposed to go see the hematologist. Of course, people have told me this is not how it works, but they were supposed to refer me to the hematologist, and the hematologist was supposed to call me, and they haven't, unless it's one of those missed calls that I didn't take because I didn't recognize the number, and then they just didn't leave a message. I feel like as a professional, like, doctor's office, they would be like, hello, this is Dr. whoever the fuck, we got a referral for you, so give us a call back at your earliest convenience to schedule an appointment. But you'd think they would leave a message, or they're like, I'm a professional. I mean, it's not like the doctor themselves is calling me. They're having their, nurse do it, whatever, or their secretary, whatever you call the people at the front desk. You know, they're like, he's busy. He doesn't need your business, kind of thing. Like, okay, whatever. So, I mean, there's been, I mean, I do the good year jar so that it reminds me, hey, here's some cool stuff that happened during the year, because it's not all shit. It really isn't. There's good, there's bad, there's fun to be had. Hey, we just got back from Mom's birthday trip not very long ago, and Sean went with us, and, we got to do some stuff on the trip we don't usually get to do because Sean was with us and he can drive in the city, even though Pops wasn't in a city. I mean, it was close to one, I guess, but it's kind of out there by itself. Like, we could have went at any time, probably. And the round barn, whatever, we saw that. It definitely couldn't have done Bricktown. That was in Oklahoma City. Like, we could not have done that without Sean. So, I got some experiences that I hadn't got to do before. We did something this year. Oh, we went to Pythian Castle. Sean Merrily and I, one of our spooky adventures. Like we've had good times. We've had fun, experienced things. Oh, we went to, that's when we went to Springfield, because we went to the new Buc-ee's. We went to see the Buc-ee's, and then we went to Pythian Castle. Next year, already in March, planning a trip down to Hot Springs, Arkansas. That's where Marilee is from. I think she's trying to figure out how to hit the Buc-ee's on the way down there. I don't know if we get close enough for her to hit the Buc-ee's on the way down there or not. But so it's like I already have trips planned for next year. Some fun adventures. That's where she grew up, and we've always talked about like. Doing it, but have never done it. And now Flavor Flav is going to be the MC or whatever at the St. Patty's Day parade. So she's like, we should go. And so apparently now, we're doing that. So unfortunately, Mom can't go with us. I was going to see if Mom could go with us, but because I thought she usually took time off in March anyway, and then we always went on a little trip when she took her time off in March. But they changed her fiscal year or something. I don't know. So, I kind of hate, leaving her behind, since she usually gets to go on a trip, But she's like, we can go on a trip some other time when I can get time off, whatever, blah blah blah. So she's like, go on your trip, go have fun, we can do a trip some other time. We can do a trip the month before, the month after, whatever, blah blah blah. That's, like I said, why I usually do the Goodyear jar, is to kind of remind myself of times that it's like in the monotony, in the humdrum. Maybe that's what I was trying to say a while ago. Of everyday life, just the never-ending bullshittery, I guess, of life. That it's like not everything sucked. There were these cool moments, these nice moments that were fun to, experience, whatever. That I forgot about, perhaps. I don't know. But yes, life is a lot of the same fucking horse race over and over and over again. Release the gate, we go. You put you back in place, and the next day, the gate's released again. The floodwaters come out. The horses run. They get to the finish line, which is the end of the day, clocking out, going home, and then it's like you just run the same fucking bullshit over and over and over again. Every fucking day. Welcome to life. Welcome to life, children. It fucking sucks. But, so, you know, I mean, like I said, there's been good, there's been, you know, not so great. Clocking in, going to work. You know, and there's been, you know, some pretty bad, like blood clots in the lungs, you know, being in the hospital for a couple days. Apparently almost dying. That was not, you know, not the best experience. 0 out of 10, I think. Well, maybe 1 out of 10. The food in the hospital wasn't that bad. I got some days off, maybe 2 out of 10. You know, I got to sit around the house for a week and not do anything, which was nice, you know. Under different circumstances, this would have been better, but, you know, I did still get paid for it, so maybe 3 out of 10. I don't know. We're just gonna keep upping this score. Unlike my credit score, which just keeps going down. It's funny how, like, opening a new credit card, like, way upped my credit score, and then from there it's just been slowly, like, going back down. I never actually expected to get a credit card. They've never given me one before, but I guess it's supposed to be one to, like, help you build your credit, and then, yeah, I've been doing so great with that, so. I'm not the best adult. They should have known better. Well, actually, I thought it would help me pay, you know, put some of my bills on a, you know, my personal loans on a credit card, like with Tower, put at least part of it on this credit card and then pay it off in smaller chunks, you know. And then it turned out that I couldn't, like, pay Tower or any of my loans with this credit card for some reason. Like, why? It's money. I don't know. I guess it's just transferring debt from one place to another. I don't know. But I thought maybe it would help, and then, yeah, it wasn't available. So that's nice. And then I bought things with the credit card, and now it's, you know, maxed, and it's just another bill to pay. I was like, son of a bitch. Thought it was going to be a bill to pay to, like, at least slightly help me with one of my problems, but nah, just create more problems. Why not? You know, throw a Molotov cocktail into the monotony that is life, as we just discussed. So, but anyway, so the year's been a year, man. Like, we get to the end of the year, and everybody's like, I hear it every single fucking time, every single new year. People are like, oh, maybe this year will be better. Maybe this year will be better than last year. Like, what was so fucking bad? Like I hear this shit from people, like, every single fucking year. I'm like, is it just because you're focused on the bad things that happened, and you're like, didn't some cool shit happen too? I mean, maybe not, unfortunately. But it's like, I hear this shit like, oh, next year's got to be better. Next year's going to be my year, whatever, blah, 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 blah. And then it's like, sorry, it's just going to be the same fucking bullshit every fucking day, like it was the last 365 days. Like, being an adult sucks, man. It's like, I mean, being a child isn't that great, other than you don't have to pay bills, but it's like, you still have a schedule, you still have responsibilities, like, you gotta, you know, go to school and shit, and it's like, that's like a whole, like, that's like a fucking job you don't get paid for. You gotta wake up to an alarm and go to a fucking class that you probably don't want to fucking take. You know? Because you're forced to, because, you know, your parents make you, and it's like, or you're indoctrinated to say, you know, listen, do this thing. So you don't even fucking get paid for it. Like, it's fucking horse shit. It's your fucking time. But there again, you don't have bills to pay, so you don't really need money, I suppose. But yes. So, how's the year been so far? A year. It's the same fucking thing as last year and the year before it and the year before that and like the 5 years before that. I went to work, I paid bills. I had some fun, went on some trips, had some adventures. But for the most part, it's the bullshittery of adult life. You know, or life in general, I guess, maybe. You know. But maybe as a kid you get more chances to hang out with your friends because they don't have anything to do either. You know, they're free. You know, they don't have, well, maybe they have soccer practice or like a play or something, you know, or they're in choir or something. So like, oh, I have to go do that, you know. Like, it's okay to just slow down and enjoy peace, zen, sort of go, 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 go all the time. I've never quite understood that. Like, I'm okay not being busy, like, really. Especially now that I'm an adult and I have, a job, 2 jobs. And it's like, I feel like I have no free time. Because in between that, I'm falling asleep. So, catching a show here and there when I can, or going to a movie every once in a while when I can, but... So yes, it's been a year, it's been life, it's been the same fucking thing. I don't know. Good, bad, yin yang. It's all been there. So anyway, there's that with a couple of soapboxes included. I haven't heard anything from Mom, so apparently she's not on her way yet, which is good, I suppose, since I haven't showered myself yet. Maybe I should do that. I don't know if there's anything else I need to do before she gets here. Other than, shut the fuck up and upload your question of the day video so you get that rare go. And other than that, I'll see you for what I see you.